Okay? So that's always going to have a fatha at the end. However, the fi'lu mudari doesn't have anything that you could just say it has this at the end of it. Its ends change. Its ends what?
Change.
So let's look at something. A word is going to be of two types now. A word is going to be of what?
Two types.
Now we're dealing with i'rab. With regards to i'rab, a word has what? How many types? With regards to i'rab, a word has how many types? With regards to i'rab, a word has how many types? No. My point is to get you to say the whole sentence. With regards to i'rab, a word has how many types?
With regard to i'rab, a word has two types.
Okay. One type is called mabni. Everybody say that.
Mabni.
Mabni. Mabni. Mabni. Mabni. Mabni is ma in front of a word means what? A place. Right? That's right. Y'all diamond always making sarf. Walaikum salam. The rest of the word is bana. What is bana? What is an ibn?
The son.
A son. What is so mabni is from the word son. But a mabna is a building, a construction, a solid structure. So a word is called mabni because it's constructed in one form. And that form doesn't change. Do you understand that? Yes. So it's mabni on a sukoon. Or it's mabni on a fatha. A fi'lul amr is mabni on what? Sukoon. A fi'lul amr is mabni on what? A fi'lul amri is, my teacher used to say, I hate adult teachers. I mean adult students. He said, I hate adult students. You remember when he said that? His teacher used to say that. I hate adult students. He says, that's why. Because they don't study good enough and you can't hit them. You know what I'm saying? You know, you can't encourage them like that. And they be like, Mom, I'm just going to leave. With children, you can scare them and stuff like that. You get ready to hit a dog, they go, oh, go ahead, hit me. But if you really pop them, you be like, oh man, I'm out of here. My bag. Anyway, a fi'l amri is mabni on a sukoon. Naam? اذهب إلى الحمام. So, a fi'l madi is mabni on a fatha. Go show him where the hammam is, okay? Ayyub Ijlis. Fadl. Take him. Yeah, I'm sorry, the bathroom, yes.
It's closed.
There's no bathroom here? Is there one downstairs?
It's not. Take him upstairs. Take him upstairs.
Yeah, take him upstairs then, please. So, a fi'l madi is mabni on a fatha. Say that again.
A fi'l madi is mabni on a fatha.
A fi'l madi is mabni on a with a fatha. Do you understand that? Yes. A past tense verb is always going to have a fatha at the end of it. You with me? Yes. What are you saying?
I'm repeating it.
Okay. A past tense verb will always have a fatha at the end of it. This is the asl, okay? We're dealing with fundamentals. The fundamental is a sukoon and a fatha. Now, fi'lul mudari. Now, hold it. Before we go, let's go to the ism. And ism, everybody say ism. And ism, it changes. Didn't we say earlier? We said, Ja'a mukhlisun. Say that word.
Ja'a mukhlisun.
Ra'aytu mukhlisan.
Ra'aytu mukhlisan.
Marartu bi mukhlisin.
Marartu bi mukhlisin.
You see the ends change? We said, let's say again, let's say Zaydun.
Zaydun.
Zaydan. Zaydin. You see those changes that happened at the end? That is for an ism. So an ism is mu'arab. Say that. There are two types of words with regards to i'rab. One is mabni and one is mu'arab. What does mu'arab mean? What is mu in front of a word?
One possesses the rest of the word.
Okay, so what is mu'arab? You guys know the word. Araba. It possesses clarity. It possesses changes. It changes from dhammatan to fathatan to kasratan based on its placement. That's what happens with an ism. But the fi'lun, they don't do that, do they? They're both mabni, right? Except the fi'lun mudari. Because the fi'lun mudari is called the verb that is like the ism. Why? Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullah. Because a fi'lun madi is mabni on a fatha. A fi'lun madi is, fi'lun amri is mabni on a sukoon. A fi'lun madi is mabni on a fatha, right? And a fi'lun mudari is like the ism. So it's called the fi'lun that's like the ism. That's what mudari means. Mudari means it's like the ism, in that its ends change. So we say yaf'alu wa yaf'ala wa yaf'al. Everybody say that. Yaf'alu. Yaf'ala. Yaf'al. You see that? But see, when we get to the end of the poem, it says فَالِاسْمُ قَدْ خُصِّصَ بِالْخَفْتِ. So the ism, the only difference between the ism and the fi'l mudari is that the ism قَدْ خُصِّصَ, that the ism has been specialized, has been favored, is given us a special thing. And the special thing in the ism is that قَدْ خُصِّصَ بِالْخَفْتِ. With khafti, it has a kasra. Just like the fi'l قَدْ خُصِّصَ بِالْجَزْمِ, that the fi'l mudari has a sukoon at the end of it. And the asma, the ism, will never have a sukoon. Okay? It will always have a fathatan, a dhammatan, or a kasratan. Does that make sense? You can't see it on the board because we didn't write it, but follow me. If you can follow me. أقول قولي هذا أستغفر الله لي ولكم. Do you have any questions?
No.
Yeah, you said no. You have to go repeat that, huh? Does that make sense? Did it make